everyone, this is Nikita. Thank you for joining me in this video. In this video, we would answer all the questions that you have asked in my last video. Thank you for the overwhelming response. And today, we would answer all the questions that you have asked. So let's get started. So the first question was from VK. He has asked about CSA and CSSA certification, how to get prepared, exam structure, fees, and everything. So thank you, VK, for your question. So coming to CSA and CSSA exam, you first need to complete the System Architect course present in the Pega Academy. For CSA, you need to complete System Architect, and for CSSA, you need to complete Senior System Architect course. So I have also created a video on how to browse through the courses in Pega Academy. If you have not yet checked out, I will put a link in the description. Please go and check out that video. Also, you need to download the Pega Personal Edition and start working on some scenarios. Create an application, start working on different rules like section, flow action, activities. All of these you will need to do, because in the exam you will get scenario based question also. So for that you need to get prepared and do a good hands-on. Okay, now coming to the exam structure. So it would be an MCQ based question. Duration would be 90 minutes. The number of questions would be around 60. Now, there is no negative marking in the exam. So if there is any right answer, you will get a plus. So each question can have more than 1 mark also. So depending on that. Now, the questions would come from different topics that you have on the course. So case management, data and integration, security, all of this would be covered in your exam with different number of questions. But all of these you will have to anyways prepare, but you can give more importance to case management and data and integration because that has the largest chunk in your course. So do give more emphasis on those topics. The price for the exam would be around $206, both for CSA and CSSA exam. The passing score is 70%. So you need to get at least 70% to get certified. Now, where can you give the exam? You can give exam at home or you can give at center. So when you give at home, there would be some additional security that they will take care, like you will not need, you cannot have any documents or any white paper around your, exam place wherever you're giving your exam at home. You might need to click different pictures so that they can be assured that you are not doing any cheating. So those are the things that you will need to take care if you are giving at home. Otherwise you can also give it at center. Okay, so now coming to the next question from Monica Reddy. Ma'am, how to become project ready? I mean, when we allocate to a project, we are not in a position to be able to pick up the task and get it done in the given time frame. Thank you, Monica, for your question. So yes, it is difficult to become project ready. I think you are a fresher, so it's all like you don't have any project experience. That's why this question is coming up. But believe me, everything would be sorted in few months. You would get a hands-on in Pega and you would become productive in your project as well. Initial days, it's always difficult and you might not be able to complete the task assigned to you, and that is very natural. Trust me, even when I started, Pega journey, I was not able to do task which was assigned to me. I had to take help from my colleagues and they were able to help me out. So don't worry, take help from your colleagues. Also, if you think you are not able to, you don't have much hands-on, so please download Pega Personal Edition and do the same scenarios at your home also, so that you get more confidence when you're working on different rules. In Pega, it's everything about hands-on. So if you have the hands-on, you would be able to pick up the task very easily. So hope this was useful to you, Monica. Thank you for the question. So now the next question is from Hemant Chaudhary. He's saying, I completed my course. I'm looking for a job as a fresher. He's 2022 passed out. Kindly suggest me something. It's tough to find a job as a fresher. Thank you, Hemant, for your question. So for fresher, it is difficult to find a job, I understand, and almost all the companies they want a certified Pega developer, plus they want some experience, also the project experience. So what you can do as a fresher is, first you should be ready with your certification, CSA and CSSA. Yes, you need to do both certification, because nowadays a filter is happening through that. So you need to have both certification done. Now there are some companies which are hiring fresher, but for that you need to be very well versed with Pega different rules. So do a POC and show this as your work, that you are able to do this thing in Pega and you have good knowledge in Pega. So in that way you would be able to build that trust. Coming to what are the different companies that which are hiring freshers, there are few companies like Forvandel and Novitex Tech. These companies are hiring freshers as well, but yes, you will need to have certification and good POCs done. So all the best. I hope, Hemant, you would be able to crack the job very easily. And thank you, and all the best for your job search. Next question is from Sai Kiran. He's saying there is no fresher opening at all. When can we expect? So Sai, the market situation is not that good now, but yes, fresher opening would still be there. As I mentioned, the company name which are hiring freshers, so you can go and check it out. Those companies, and ask people for referral, and surely you would get a job. Now the next question is from Shushant Sasmal. He is asking why access group is required for node level data page. Thank you, Sushant, for your question. So node level data page. So this is a very common question that you get in interviews. So node level data page are the pages which are common across all the requesters in that application. So if you have logged into the application, you should be able to see the node level data page already there. But why we specify an access group? The reason why we specify an access group is it is not any specific to any requester. So whoever has logged into the application should be able to view it. So if you use some other requester's access group to load the data page, that might cause a conflict issue when other requester try to access the same data page. So that is the reason why we give the access group in the node level data page itself, so that the rule resolution kicks in at the data page runs and stays in the clipboard. So the requester can use it. So that is the reason why specifically only node level data page has the access group, which is required field. Thank you, Sushant, for your question. So these were all the answers to the question that you have asked. Maybe I missed out some of the question, but I would answer them in my next QA session. Till then, keep learning and keep asking questions. Thank you for your response. See you again. Till then, bye-bye.